Yeah, obviously hugely disappointed not to get something from the game. A lot to build on for us though. I thought it was a really strong performance, with a lot of new players and a lot of players playing at the level for the first time. Many talking points in the game. We've had chances to kill the game off, and to be fair to Ryan Hardy, he's not done a lot wrong. The keeper did make a brilliant save. Lewis O'Brien was clean through a contentious moment, and we probably needed that second goal because at that point they'd run out of ideas, and it wasn't until they threw the two big fellas up top and they went direct. Also we give a needless free kick away which got punished for, and the second goal is a very frustrating one for us because we've got done from a diagonal pass and we needed to deal with that. But I think when we reflect, it's a very proud day for the club playing at this level. And there was a lot of positives for us. The new lads came in and acquitted themselves really well, but the existing players as well, I thought were really good. Maxi and Bronte showed what they're all about. Barney was great. Dobbo and Matty James, and that gives us great heart for the season ahead.
As much as they had a lot of ball, there's some good chances there even before, particularly like Windass sits in the bar and cut close range with Goldie and Lewis Brunt put a header over there. So, and then all at the end you just said about Ryan Hardy, there's some good chances for your side. Yeah, no,
definitely. Listen, Southampton have put subs on worth probably about 30-40 million today, and that is obviously the difference. We've lost Kiefer, which obviously was a blow. I think I want to look at the moment again when he's clean through and he gets pushed down for the penalty, and I've just spoke to the ref and I said, look, my interpretation of that rule is that if it's an intentional push, it's a straight red, and we saw that from the touchline. I saw it again on the footage at half time, and I can't see how he's not got that right, because that's a game changing moment if they go down to 10 men. I know the ref feels there is a recovering defender, but if you're just about to strike the ball on goal and the player intensely pushes you at the ground, for me the ref's got to make that call right. So and just on the Kiefer one, obviously losing him with his injury was a blow for us, because his performance was outstanding. Everything we know he brings to us, and we've just got to assess that injury as quickly as we can.
What was it, Phil?
It was his ankle ligaments.
Right, so just fingers crossed with it.
Yeah.
The result at the end, obviously, it was hugely disappointing, as you said, but surely you can handle life in the Championship in the first game.
Yeah, I feel we've acquitted ourselves well. There's a lot to work on, but a lot of positives to build from as well. We'll look at that closely as a staff. But it was a very proud moment for everyone connected with the club today, and I took a moment when the lads ran out for the warm-up and just reflected, because where we've come from to be playing on a stage like this today was very special. We had outstanding support, and the lads have performed how we need them to do every single week. They changed the shape in the game. They played differently to how we expected, but we adapted to that brilliantly, and it was just really when they went direct and through caution to the wind that it got them back in the game.
A word for the Wrexham fans, 3000. Colin Cody just said he's never heard an away end like that. You'll better get used to that, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And they'll be feeling exactly the same as me. They'll be hurting because we haven't got anything, but equally they should be very proud of their football club today.
Phil, have you spoken to the referee about it?
Yeah, I have actually. I went to see him, and it was just a calm chat. I just can't see how he's got it right though.
He feels the covering defender.
He said the covering defender, but my view on that is if you're just about to strike the ball for an attempt on goal, which he clearly was, and the defender's just pushed him to the ground, it's got to be a red card. It's got to be in terms of where he was on the pitch. Now, if he's 20 yards outside the box, he's running through and there's a covering defender, I can see him making that call, but I think where the proximity of the incident, it is a red card, and that changes the game. And I think the ref, I'm sure, will look at that and realise that we've been a bit harshly treated there.
Just in terms of the club's journey, did you share anything with the team, or perhaps have a message as a group about just how far you felt the strides the club has taken?
Not before the game, because we had a good chat yesterday in the meeting, and the message is quite simple today in the dressing room. you know, it's important that, you know, we play in a manner throughout this season, which we have done over the last 4 years, and we keep representing the club in the way we've done, and the honesty and endeavour out there today, I thought was different class.
The failing to take the second goal, as you mentioned, Phil, and maybe the last 6 minutes, does that show maybe the step up the championship level?
Well, I think the free kick, you know, Manning's come on and that free kick, you know, give cheap free kicks away in the final third, you're more likely to be punished at this level from where we've come from. I think that goes without saying, and it was an outstanding goal. Credit him for that. So all areas of the game have got to be better, and that bit of composure in the middle of the pitch. Don't give a free kick away. You know, we then a crowd start getting frustrated. But I think we've got to reflect on the moments we had to go and kill the game off as well. I think that's key, because, you know, if that goal goes in from Ryan or Lewis's one, the ground starts emptying, and there's a completely different atmosphere inside here.
Just mentioning challenges that the players face coming up to the championship, just wondering what the challenges are for you as a manager coming up to this.
Yeah, just adapting to the level. I think we did that last year. You know, we've come a long way quickly, and we evolved as a team as we went on. We changed things throughout the season, and we adapted really well, and we'll do that again as we get a feel for the group and how they can handle the different tactical changes through the game. But I thought we did that so well today. You know, they changed to a 4, and you know, we then dropped went into 5-4-1 to block the sides off. And the lads in the main did it so well, and it's just, you know, I should be sat here talking about a fantastic point at the very least.